Okay. Bafo, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for honoring the invite.
Oh, hold up. Is it just in English or?
Oh, noma yini, noma yini. Ungayikhathi leya phathi. Right. Sifuna ukumbona uma ekhipha ikepisi.
No cap.
No cap. Ugrand bafo.
Yaphileka futhi, yaphileka. Sinezwa kuhle.
Hayi no, siyajabula ukubona ula eNingizimu Afrika.
Sibuye ngithatha mfowethu njengenkosi yaseParis.
Yeah.
Thina nje angibuye ngizobona abantu bami yabo.
Yeah. So namhlanje hleli noBafo. I'm not going to introduce him. Ngizomyeka ukuthi introduce yena. Bafo.
Ngikhuluma kuya camera. Sanibonani bafowethu, Inkosi MaBhedi lena. Ake ngithi nje that's on per child real quick. Ntobeko Cele lona bafowethu. Abantu abangaziyo of Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever it may be. Imini Inkosi MaBhedi and ngilana namhlanje kwi-podcast ngizokhuluma nobhuti lapho ulungelo. Ake ngithi nje that's on per kokugcina asiyenze lento bhuti.
That's on per. Sijabule ithanda leyo line. Yeah. Bafo, we know we've seen you graduating. Sikubonile ufaka amabhande awu2 lapha. Angeke sihlale kakhulu on what you do because what you do thina sazi ukuthi is what you do ku social media.
Right.
Your private life is your private life.
Exactly.
Mina ngibona ngazi ukuthi abantu kwesinye isikhathi bathathe bese befuna ukwazi kakhulu what's going on empilweni yomuntu. But thina we are interested in knowing about what you're showing us. Right? So ngathanda ukuthi uthi kusichazela what you studied and why you chose to do that. This is the boring podcast. It's supposed to be focusing on things that are boring.
Right.
That's why I saw khuluma ngesikole.
Yes.
Nokunye.
Now, I mean, I understand. So, in as much as I'm a content creator right now, man, I'm well read. I studied. I have 2 degrees. So, the first degree is an undergrad in international studies. I majored in French and literature studies and also media and cultural studies. And then the second one is an honors degree in French and literature studies. So now I'm currently doing my certificate in German studies. And then next year I'm planning on doing my master's in French. So we may be in front of the camera entertaining people, but 1 + 1 is 2. Easy stuff.
So, your interest in learning French, I mean, isuka kuphi? Why would you decide to just?
So it wasn't an interest for me, yabona. So what had happened was, when I high school, I need to ask the of applying using the CAO form for you to go to university.
Yes.
So I used that and I didn't really apply, go UJ, VETS, UP. So CAO was like restricted to KZN universities, about MUT, UKZN, DUT. So bang accept at all of those institutions, but I was like, I got no shade to DUT or MUT, but ngathi ngiyangifuni ukuya lapho mina because ngibona ngathi ama campus aselokishini, you know, I didn't want that lifestyle for me because ngangisabona ukuthi mhlambe inkunzi iqhuma noma nini lapha.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, since UKZN also gave me a firm offer, angithathele ilokhuzana yase UKZN, which was international studies. So now when I figure international studies, they tell me that I have to pick one language. So now, for people who really know me, they know that my immediate family lives in Austria, and in Austria they speak Dutch. Is German.
Yeah.
So language, I wanted to pick German, so that I was like, I'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm studying here, also I can use the German whenever I'm home, you know.
Yeah.
Then they told me, Wuti, at the PMB campus, Yase UKZN, they don't have German, they have French.
Oh.
So I was like, I'm settling for this French now because they don't have any other language. So that's how I studied French. So happened that I fell in love with it after that.
Yeah. So we've seen you living in Paris. How advantageous was that for you, Guti, you 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 know how to speak French, and then, or rather, did you decide to go in Paris because you could speak French?
No, 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 no. That wasn't the case. So what had happened was, as I was studying, I got an opportunity to go work in France, because of the French. It's like a thing UK Resident does for postgrad students. They
Yeah.
get you a job overseas and then you get to go to France. That's only if you want to go. So I told her hello msebenzi low and then I went to France. So for me, abantu sebengazi ngenxa yokuthi I was that guy, that Zulu guy,
Yeah,
who's in Paris, and ngihamba ngigqoka umqhele wami, making people turn around nami, and people were so intrigued. The French people were so intrigued. What is happening here?
Yeah.
And I would take videos messing around with people, speaking French, and then add a bit of Zulu. Exactly.
Because that's that's actually the video that got me introduced to you. I'm like, hey, lo mtshita lo, yabo, no mtshita useshaya ithakazelo ibongo zakhe le. So it was really, really interesting. So, kodwa ke, would you maybe encourage a lot of people to learn other languages, international languages, maybe?
Most definitely, but we see how the economy is in South Africa. It's not looking cute.
Yeah.
It's really not looking nice. Everything is expensive. The other day I was at Woolworths and I bought a few things, simple things like your bread, your lotion, and it accumulated to like 700, bruh. Maybe at Pick and Pay or maybe Checkers I would have paid maybe 350 or 400.
Yeah.
So the economy is not looking good. So if you want to go to another country, learn another language. You can't go there and expect to see people are gonna know English.
Yeah.
Example: the French people are very proud. They like the English people. They don't want to learn other people's languages.
Yeah.
So if you want to get France, you can go there with your English. You can survive to some extent. However, if you want to penetrate other opportunities, you need to know the French because if you go to a restaurant, people will know English there. So how are you gonna survive?
Yeah.
And they get really frustrated if you don't speak their language. So if you want to penetrate and make more money and be exposed to more opportunities, I would suggest that you learn other languages.
Yeah.
Because the language, we need languages in everything we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd encourage people to do that.
Mm-hmm. So, living in a foreign country, right? So you were basically a foreigner.
Yeah.
So you have
literally, dog.
Yeah. So
I'd use Lele Gomalega STC, that part.
Yeah.
I'd use it a lot. It's in Paris, and I couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
But I'll use it because in Paris there's a lot of people. So I'll just make sure that I fit in.
Yeah. So you would say you understand how it is being a foreigner.
I don't really understand it because I didn't get the treatment my other fellow African brothers get.
Oh,
when I was living in Paris, I actually wasn't living in Paris. I was living in a small town next to it.
Oh, yeah.
Called Levallois-Perret. People who know that town, they know that it's a very rich town. It's for rich people. So, but Paris is like 2 minutes away by train. So I didn't get the experience of being a foreigner because I was living in a bougie area. Mm-hmm. The pay wasn't too bad. Me being a person with no responsibilities, and I wasn't even paying rent there, So all my money, I got to save it and live my best life.
Yeah.
So I had access to most places because I did have the money for it, So for other people, they didn't have the money. Other foreigners sometimes they don't have the money to actually live, Very obvious just from looking at them. Because we are born to so being a foreigner, but however, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about your content. How has creating content impacted your life?
It's impacted my life in a good way and also in a bad way. Let me start with the bad way. When you're a content creator, people are so entitled to your life.
Yeah.
Like personally, I don't like telling people about my private life. I don't like speaking about my family anymore. I don't like telling people what I do, how I get my money, because abantu baningi but you tell them how you get your bread, next thing
Yeah.
So now, if maybe on Instagram I post those polls would ask me a question, you find people asking me, how do you make a living?
Yeah.
Do you have siblings or whatnot? Yeah, well, I don't like talking about that. So people get very nosy, and when you tell them, no, don't ask me my private stuff, they get very angry.
Yeah.
Also, now that people know me, like a few people know me, I'm not as free anymore in public. Yeah, well, people are gonna want to take pictures,
Yeah.
Even mhlampe nomuntu imama mhlampe, for example.
Yeah.
You don't know who's taking a video of you from far.
Yeah.
Well,
how am I? Yeah.
That gets very uncomfortable. Yeah, well, especially because some people are by time low spot. I mean, I'm mine.
Yeah, because now you signed up for it. Unlike maybe the person also who hamba naye ngaleso sikhathi.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so angifuni lokuzana. People do that. They above nama boundaries. They just feel as if impilo yakho is their life, man. Since they're your supporters. And logo get better. But however, the good part is that with all the exposure of it, people get to know you, people get to really like you.
Yeah.
Example, you get to advertise for people and stuff like that. You get to chill with people, because from my content, I've met the likes of Abu Big Zulu, the likes of Java.
Yeah.
A lot of people met just because of my content.
Yeah.
Because by time also I get into spaces now where if only I wasn't creating content, because I'm special man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what do you think is the reason for people? I mean, generally, people like saying don't generalize, but statistics generalizes anyway. So what do you think is the reason why people like knowing more than what you share with them? Like, not with you, Pet, but Jay.
Yeah. It's curiosity, hey? It's curiosity and entitlement. They think that now, we deserve to know everything. Certain information.
Yeah.
And their reasoning is
number yakho. Yeah.
People take that number and bazama my short instead of ordering merch. And I have to ignore those messages because I'm like, call MaBhedi.
Yeah, MaBhedi.
Yeah. That's on her.
That's on her. Okay, so
did I answer the question?
Yeah.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah. So, ukuba yibhedi.
Child.
That's on her. So, application ukuba yibhedi. Ngithi yabona manje ngifuna ukuba yibhedi manje. I mean, awusikule lapho ukuthi kusuke umlando wakhona, the history ukuthi okay, kuba yibhedi kusukela kuphi nakuphi because we've seen like that baddie stuff like that, right? Even like your shops like Abo Type, they have mark about the baddie,
right,
and stuff like that. How did it come about to when who's busy baddie and now we are wearing the merch? It's so nice, the quality. Quality. You won't be wasting your money by getting this. Yeah.
Right. So I'm glad you asked that question because a lot of people have it mixed up, right?
Yeah.
If I say I'm a baddie, people think that I'm referring to I'm identifying as a literal baddie. A baddie being
a bad gas.
A bad gas. So people think that I'm referring to myself as MaBhedi, lamantombazane lawa mfethu abathi I won't settle for less. It's either this or nothing. Princess treatment. I'm the prize. But I try to identify as that, but no.
Mm-hmm.
The backstory of me calling myself a baddie is there was this girl who came onto TikTok and she made a video saying that men today are so sassy because they want to be taken out, they want to be bought gifts, they want to be treated well in a relationship by their ladies.
Yeah.
You know? And she said that they're acting very sassy. They're acting like baddies.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I was like, not in my mind actually, because I actually made a video addressing the situation. I was like, so if I'm a gent and I want to be taken out and I want to be treated and bought gifts, if that makes me a baddie, then truly I'm a baddie.
Yeah.
You know, because I want that. Relationships are not about ladies only.
Yeah.
If I'm a gent and I'm dating a lady, it's not about you. You are not the prize. We are both the prizes, you know?
Yeah.
And I started calling myself a baddie from that because I was like, if that makes you a baddie, a relationship,
yeah.
Yeah. And that's on her.
And that's on her, yeah.
So it's what happened and ever since then I rode with that wave.
Yeah.
And look at us now. It's a Connie merch.
Yeah.
People when they see me in public, they say my lines, that's on her, child. That's
yeah.
you know, just because of me not backing down, yeah, because by charity we're gonna be scared, we're gonna feel bad, maybe it's sassy and stuff like that. And I know.
Yeah.
You need to
yeah.
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 You need
definitely.
To take care of.
Like why kumele kube yithina kuphela?
You know?
Who
yeah. Akwazi ukuthi phela yabona emhlabeni wethu udingala imali.
Yeah.
So akwazi ukuthi mina as umjida ngifika nemali relationship. Kodwa still kumele ngidonso wena ngedle.
Oh.
Yeah. The way I see it, futhi thina machidi price bafethu.
Exactly.
It's in a price. You know why?
Yeah.
We come with the resources in the relationship.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I really dislike people who come with just their presence in a relationship. And ngilalela kanjani-ke as umuntu ofika ne-presence yakhe kuyimina ophethe ama-resources. It can't be. It can't be. So much ngiyanxusa bafethu asibe namabhedi like imama lakho. I'm not saying it should be 50-50. No, angisho lokho. However, imama lakho mele likunake likuthela ama-gift likutotose likukhombise ukuthi ngiyakuthanda, you know.
Yes.
Because you know what girls say? They say that if intombi ikuthanda ngampela uzoyibona ikwenzela izinto.
Yes.
You know, a lot of gents feel as if they're not loved because intombs don't want to treat them good.
Yeah.
But yeah, kodwa mfethu mina ngiyibhedi mina for life. And that's
nami uyangibona ngijoyinile nami ngiyibhedi.
Bekumele ngiphathe intelezi la
intelezi uyindawo wayiphathayo.
Ngisho emotweni engagonethi.
Kubuze nayo. Kumele sibeke la.
But I say none, but so let me go by baby so I'll have it, you know, because of that girl.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So abantu they may not know the content you used to create.
Yeah.
So your passion for creating content. Isuka kuphi? Ngoba lo muntu lo uyafunda ufundile kodwa ngapha create content nama-video akudala enza isuka lento create content.
So from back in the day, like my high school days, that's when I realized lento leyo is something that I actually like, you know.
Yeah.
Because when figure high school, I feel like I'm born to swag. I swag. Started modeling high school. In fact, Mr. Show. I went to show Mr. Show 2014 or something. Because I'm model. So I'm getting into modeling and fashion. And then after that, I started dancing in school. I was one of those guys about bang. You know. And then after bang, I started rapping.
Yeah.
Well, that was around grade 9. And I looked at back in my again. So, and I actually still have my songs. Yeah. At the time, those five data file host.
Yeah, when I was doing my case of Namlunya, We drop it.
I will get drop maduze.
Yeah.
So ngazenza vele lezo zinto lezo that were linked to entertainment. Ngabona lapho okay ngangaboni lapho ukuthi ngase ngiyithanda lezi zinto ze-entertainment. So around grade 11, I started venturing into leadership esikoleni again.
Yeah.
And then I became head boy in 2017 esikoleni. And then people gave me advice, look, nah, man, you need to stop doing this because of dance. I imagine no rapper because man, look at these tools. Imagine you don't pay esikoleni. I go as to be head boy when you are rapper and I want to dance. So I stopped. Head boy. Yeah, I was a head boy. I was a head boy, right? I'm saying la phambi podium I said it's school.
Yeah.
I've noticed that the noise levels are rising.
Yeah.
The noise levels down.
Leadership.
Otherwise, I'm joking. Yeah. So after venturing into leadership, I started at high school and then after university, I was at PMB.
Mm-hmm.
I started creating like short sketches. In fact, those sketches in matric when I was in hostel, but I did only like 2 videos, you know. And then when I went to university, I started doing sketches for YouTube because I was exposed to YouTube through any show SI that's Campus Crash.
Yeah.
So since when you show I was the host of that show, Campus Crash. In fact, UKZN was the first university to do that show, and then others started copying, you know.
Yeah.
So I was the host of that show. So I Campus Crash, and then we stopped. Campus Crash stopped making Campus Crash, and I was like, let me just do my own thing now. So I started doing sketches for YouTube, and seeing from abantu abafana no skits by Spay or MDM sketch comedy.
Yeah.
No, these guys are actually pushing, and they're pushing something that I really like. So now I'm shooting cash and posting, asking people, I was on the social cash too. And it's something I really enjoyed. It's something I really enjoyed. So that's when I saw content. Yeah. So for people who I was even as much about content back in the day, I mean, I was even if you go to my YouTube right now, so like funny skits, you know. Yeah. That's what I was pushing back then, and it was proper content. I don't want to lie, it's proper content, and I'd still want to go back to making those sketches because it's something I still like right now. However, it's a matter of reaching out to people. People are very shy. Platforms are cool, so collaborating with abantu, you know. So hopefully I'll venture back into that soon. But I might just push again the brand.
So one yomhlaka 2.
Yeah, so Magabule.
Is it out?
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Uta Gema. She's the one who reached out to me. Like, I'd like to collaborate with you on this one. And then same time I recorded because I was recording a video for YouTube, and then I got a message.
Yeah.
Quickly I shoot again, and then I sent the video to her by editor, and then we posted it. So shout out to her.
No, it's proper. So this podcast is the boring podcast because I personally make time to be bored. I like being bored. I think it's very, very important.
Yeah.
Right? Just be bored, Jay.
Right.
Like sometimes when you're sitting and you're thinking of going somewhere, you're like, I'm not going anywhere. Just want to be bored. Right? So I really, really embrace that. And then I'll do things like reading, mhlambe incwadi yepolitiki. I'll just read a book.
Right.
Eborayo futhi na. Incwadi nje eborayo esokutshela ngo-oranje kenzakalani.
That's interesting. That's not boring. That's interesting.
You see now, it's very rare to find people saying that is interesting.
Right.
But I guess you then see it as interesting if you also like activities like that. And that's where I want to go with you. Right. So now, what boring activities, or rather what people deem as boring, what activities you like doing, which people just be like, it's boring. Or maybe if you decide to be bored, which I want to be bored, so what is it that I'm going to be doing? Or not even saying what you are deciding to be bored, because when I decide to read a book, it's not what I'm saying I want to be bored. It's like when I'm explaining to someone, which I was just sitting at home reading.
Right.
Umuntu would be saying, that's like boring. What activity othanda ukuyenza abantu abangathi
So I think because of the nature of my content, abantu sometimes they deem me as this person who's always outside, doing something or living his best life.
Yeah.
So what people would deem as boring for me is a day indoors, which is something I barely have now because I'm doing quite a number of things. And this brand has me on my feet all the time, right?
Yeah.
It's really demanding, because abantu bazo order. I have to go to the shop now, get T-shirts, go to the print shop, and after that, I send them out.
Hire us.
Hire us.
Hey,
ndoda kunzima emasentini.
Riskuzeni.
Yabona mfethu ngijwayele ukusho ukuthi boyfriend right, kodwa yikho ukuthi ngidonsa kanzima emasentini.
Donsa kanzima ngaseyimali.
Boyfriend right. So I feel like if I had the budget to hire people like a personal assistant, I would do that. But we're still starting off, and sometimes it's good when business is operating ngemali eyenziwa ile business, not operating it's not good. So in the bora, going back to your question, something that people would deem as boring is me spending a day indoors and just lazing around. But I'm not even a TV person. If I try watch a movie, I'll probably watch it in 4 parts. It's over 4 different days. Because if I just find myself on my phone again, maybe I'm editing a video, I'm just scrolling through TikTok, but me chilling at home indoors, that would be boring for another person. And it's so tough for me, you know why? If I meet a person, if I would say, let's link up from social media, and maybe I suggest, we can come do drinks at my place. For them, that's going to be like, how, Jada? I'm not expect you're going to say, let's go outside.
Because that's what they see.
That's what they see, but because sometimes it's tough going outside, because they want to take a picture. Or you're trying to get to know a person.
And when you're trying to have a genuine conversation,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's basically what's boring for other people, I'm assuming.
If you were to change anything with creating content, or maybe if you were to add something, what would you add? What would you subtract and stuff like that?
If I was to add something to content creation or the content creation space.
Content creation space or just content.
Right.
In that space actually.
Right. As we were talking earlier before we started shooting this, I mentioned something about how TikTok, Instagram doesn't pay African creators, and that's something we should look into as creators. We need to boycott TikTok and Instagram because they don't pay us African creators. However, in Europe or in America, you see people living off the money they get on TikTok. They even quit their jobs because of that money.
Yes.
Yet we creating back to back and we're not getting anything from that.
We'd be rich,
We'd be rich. We'd be rich, And I really, as a creator, I'm well studied. I have 2 degrees, but I still don't believe in working in an office, dog.
Yeah.
I tried it in Cape Town this one time. I quit in a week.
Njengoba use Cape Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And ngazama ukuthi kusebenza office. I quit after a week.
Ngathi ngiyakubona use office.
Yeah, but
This it doesn't make sense.
You know what was the problem?
Yeah.
Inking all woodsing, ngangihlala ngasemsebenzini firstly kodwa manje kumele ngivuke ngo-6 emsebenzini uqala ngo-8 kumele ngivuke ngo-6 because there's traffic, right?
Yeah.
There's traffic. Kumele ngivuke ekuseni futhi ngidle, you know, and get ready. So the fact that ngivuka ngo-6
yeah,
kumele ngiqale ukusebenza ngo-8 ngifika laphana ngisebenze demanding work because udila ne-paperwork yabantu important, so you can't make mistakes.
Yeah.
Qede lapho qeda around 5:30, 6.
Yeah.
Fika endlini mhlambe ngabo-7.
Yeah.
Kumele qala phansi ngipheke.
Yeah.
Ngikhona creator
MaBhedi again.
Akekho MaBhedi ethi usemazweni lapha.
Yeah.
Usemazweni MaBhedi. Kumele qala phansi manje ngipheke. Ngikhona creator dog. I must edit content and give people content.
Yeah.
Mind you, during the day I'm not even posting on my stories because the policy emsebenzini ukuthi you're not allowed to use your phone. You can't shoot around emsebenzini. And also me, I'm a private person, bro. I didn't want to really shoot content in emsebenzini because I don't want people knowing what I'm doing, you know. I can talk about it now because vele sekuyinto, but I had a big problem with that because it was messing up with my creativity. I couldn't create videos anymore. Every day I'm tired.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm never working an office job ever again. Hopefully.
And like looking at the amount of work you put in content creation, you could be making enough money to not even,
you know,
need to be at the office.
Exactly. Hence why I'm saying, as creators, we need to boycott these platforms. But they need to start paying African creators.
Yeah.
Because we're making them loads of money. I was just telling you right now, from the videos I've posted this week alone. On TikTok, I made 1.8 views, 1,800,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot. How much money are they making? Yet I'm not even getting anything. You know,
a lot.
So that's something I would change about the creating space.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to pay us.
Only money that I want.
It's only money. You don't give me. You don't give me.
Yeah.
Also, anything I change. I don't know if there was a way of getting into people's minds a bit. You know, these businesses, especially small businesses, they don't understand the art in content creation.
Yeah.
Umuntu uzoza kuwe if yethi ufuna i-advert.
Yeah.
Umbuzo uthi yini budget yakho. Ekutshela ukuthi ngamnika mhlawumbe 500 rand. Ngizowenzani ukuthi 500? Abantu bayakhohlwa mfethu ukuthi you firstly ngimele ngize kuwe ngizoshutha leyo video whatever you want me to advertise for you. Bese ngize lapho ngishuthe leyo video leyo. After that kumele ngi-edit leyo video leyo.
Yeah.
Angisakubalile lokho ucabanga ngeconcept the intellectual part of it. Kumele ngi-edit leyo nto leyo. Phezu kwalokho usafuna i-audience yami ufuna ngipostele ku TikTok na Instagram. Ngalo 500 lo, it can't be. It can't be. It really can't be. That's not on her, child.
Tell me now what I'm doing.
Oh, hey, what I'm doing?
Yeah, no, ngiyakuzwa.
So mfethu abantu kumele beyeke ukubona kumele beyekudelela umsebenzi wethu as content creators.
Yeah.
You can't offer me $500. Firstly, with TikTok I'm selling almost 200,000.
Yes.
Imagine the content yakho izobona abantu aba more than 50,000.
Like in a week, 1.8 million
views on the videos I posted.
So for 500,
500 dog is money. Ngamele ukuthi ube wena unginike ivideo yakho uthi ngipostele yona, and that 500 is worth just one day on my platform.
Straight. Yeah.
It's worth just one day. So mina mfethu when I came back to SA, ngabatshela abantu, people know that I was charging like ngangicharge wona lo 500 for posting a video.
Yeah.
Namanje ngisashibhile. I charge like 5,000 ngizopostela manje. Ngisashibhile nalokho.
Well,
for my level of content and the quality that I produce, and the unique concepts that I come with, I should be charging way more than that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So now the biggest problem is that even big corporate companies, they want to exploit content creators.
Yes.
Because I was approached by this hotel group, but bafuni video for one of the hotels. So I was like, sure, we can work, but now they want to own that video and use it however they want. Yeah. Lucky for me, I'm a smart guy. I know industry people. If the person wants to take that video and use it for their use only, you need to sell it to them now. It's either I sell it to you, or we agree on a period where you're going to use that video, then after that, you're going to remove it.
Yes.
So I tell them straight, it's okay, if you want to own my video that I'm going to make for you, I want 100K straight for it. And it's going to be completely yours.
Yeah.
Did they not ghost me?
Yeah, what?
Did they not ghost me?
Wanted to.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, for the video I was going to make for them, it should have been more than 100K.
Yes.
But for the fact that now they want to exploit content creators,
yeah,
some of us are just not having it. We're not desperate, bruh. That's the good part about it. We're not desperate, some of us. So exploitation we touch all the time. Sometimes you're going to make exceptions for businesses.
Yes.
You know, out in MCs.
I'm waiting for a recorder now.
Wait, so, you know,
yeah.
Another thing with you is that, you know, you were a guy who's always reached out from back then. I wasn't reach out just because from Shorty podcast, but you've been interact with my content, you got reply on my stories.
Yeah.
And luckily, I respond to most of the messages I get, you know.
Yeah.
And from there, we created that relation. Hence why I'm here today shooting this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's of it, this is doing nje. TikTok no Instagram basikhokhele nanokuthi andiye kulokuzana beye kufuna ukusi-exploit usikhokhele imali encane.
Yeah.
Like those are the things.
All right.
Yeah.
So wrapping up, are we getting on Take a Lot, or we just ordering via one platform now for now, or what are you working on? Where can people find you? Those who may be seeing you for the first time, maybe.
Right.
What are you working on actually?
So right now I'm just going to continue with content creation. However, with the merch is still very new. You know, people ask for it, and I was like, if people want it, they must get it. You get it.
Yeah.
You don't get it, forget about it. You know?
Forget about it.
So they wanted the merch, so I came up with the merch. You know, there's different shirts, different color shirts, different writings on the shirts. And yeah, the caps per child. Yeah. So I'm working on different designs right now. I'm thinking of adding hoodies, tracksuits, you know, because that's what people have been asking for. And if you want the merch, there's a WhatsApp number I use. I feel like I'm going to send it to you, and then you just attach it.
Attach it. Or you can just actually send me the link. WhatsApp.
Okay, I'll do that. Do that. So that's, you're going to get that WhatsApp number, and then you're going to text that number, and then you're going to see a catalog on the profile. And then you're going to order from that catalog. So, yeah, that's what we're operating on. And, yeah, I'm back on YouTube now, posting content there now. I'm going to try post consistently. You're going to attach your link again. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. What else am I working on? Like I said.
So your TikTok, what are your plans with like content creation? Are you looking into being in bigger screens, or you just want to grow social media? Or
I feel like being on social media, you're much more of your own boss. Yeah. You know, I like being my own boss. However,
the opportunity comes, my friend.
If you come, I ask them, do you have Ama chips?
Yes.
Do they have Ama chips? But you know, I feel like it's everybody's dream, right, to be on the big screens. You know, because with more exposure comes more opportunities. Yeah. I feel like I even have the capabilities of being international, dog. I mean, I'm a well-spoken person. So I'm good to Shire.
Yeah.
This is something Shire.
It's
flange something Shire.
Yeah.
German English German just better.
Yeah.
So with me having those different languages, means I can make it in any space, you know.
Yeah.
So we go with 600 you know.
Yeah.
I talked to some agent, you know. When I looked at the contract they were giving me, I was like, nah, man. This is broad daylight exploitation right here, you know. Yeah. I was like, I haven't gotten back to the guy, you know. I'm still thinking about it, you know. So many spaces I work my way up in this content creation thing. I build my image on my social media accounts, so and then from there, you know, I work on my terms. I negotiate with people. They come directly to me, you know. Because even having an agent, I know that's how the industry works. But the fact that sometimes abakutshela ukuthi malini eqhamuka kuleya business leya qhamuka unika percentage wena. Man.
Yeah.
I feel like people need to be open about it. They need to be, what's the word?
Transparent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on right now. Building my image. I wanted to turn it into a brand so that abantu bazi ukuthi mekukhulunywa Ntobeko Cele kukhulunywa ngaleli ijongo leli elikhupha ngoshuni nje immaculate ohamba phambili kakhulu futhi odumhlanganiso yebo leyo ndaba.
Yeah. Nayo ke leyo voice yala uma-vlog lawo.
You know what happened yesterday?
Yeah.
Gazabella, I see 2 girls. No, it was actually 3. So the one recognized me. I didn't think I would ever see you. And then these other 2 girls, they confused Utubalo. So low girl it's this guy. Baddie, are you the guy who's I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, something identify.
Yeah.
So I just want to build that brand, man, and work on my own terms and collaborate and Abantu directly.
Yeah.
And I need to reach out more actually to other creators and so inside now because sometimes people are not even aware what you want to do collabs. I'm a creator and the video I did yesterday, with Utandongeva.
Yeah.
It was the first ever collab I think I've ever done.
Yeah.
And I think from now onwards, people are going to be keen to work with me because they've seen me working with another person.
Yeah.
Whereas in this case, in my nature, content, people don't think it's collaborate but again, my John back in the day, I'm a sketch.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's a lot of bring out time So yeah. So if you're an influencer, you're keen to collaborate, let's do this perfect.
Okay, your platforms, your handles,
right. So on Instagram, you can search for official G Cele. It's all in slang. I won't get official G Cele. TikTok, it's Ntobeko Cele 0. My account is approaching 200,000 followers. So there's other fake accounts now who are trying to be me, trying to scam people. But first and foremost, I'm not a trader. I don't trade money. I don't trade forex. I don't do any of that stuff.
Once you see I live in London and what? Run away, my friend.
I don't do any of that. So my only accounts, I have only one TikTok account. It's Ntobeko Cele 0. YouTube, Ntobeko Cele, and LinkedIn. Okay, that's not cool there.
Yeah.
That's not cool there.
It's just fine.
But you know that LinkedIn is actually a social media platform whereby you're supposed to be posting your work.
Yeah.
Even your content being your work. You know? So Nazama. The thing is, Yabonga try to post a platform, we'll try consistency. So I started posting some of my work last week and I'm post because it's my work, I never know what things are going on.
Yeah.
That's where the corporate companies are, the big sponsors and whatnot. That's where they are.
Yeah. What I don't like in the LinkedIn, people use it to stalk you sometimes to see what are the achievements. It does because you can see how many people actually checked your stuff.
Stalker.
Yeah. Okay, I see fun. No, but thank you so much for coming. I really enjoyed recording this. So guys, I hope this was boring. It was supposed to be boring. If you're watching it, you're like, but this thing is boring. That's what I want. Okay.
That's all intent.
Yeah.
Intention.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Bafo, thank you.
That's all.
Yeah. Looking forward to maybe recording with you again if you do get time. If you're not in Paris.
Hey, wait, Paris. So babona Paris. What time? Sala much?
Yeah.
Such a join bafowethu.
Okay, no. Cheers, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and do check. Yeah. Oh, Konje, we have to tell people to subscribe, ne? Call into action. Yeah, please subscribe, like the video. Cheers. Thank you.